Okay, sir, we are going to live now in
Yes,
three,
sir, we can start.
3, 2, 1, and start.
Okay.
We can start, Nisa.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining the 21st Annual General Meeting of your company through video conferencing for the second time. I hope all our shareholders and their families are safe and in good health. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Godrej Consumer Products Limited, I would like to welcome you to the 21st Annual General Meeting of our company. In view of the restrictions resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI have permitted holding the AGM through video conferencing without the physical presence of the shareholders at a common venue. Accordingly, this meeting is convened and conducted through video conferencing. Members can join the meeting on a first-come, first-served basis. Since this AGM is being held electronically, we have done away with physical attendance, and the members attending the AGM through video conferencing will be counted as quorum as per the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. The facility for members appointing proxy is also not applicable. The statutory registers and documents are available for inspection on the company website during the AGM. Since the requisite quorum is present, I call the meeting to order. All the members joining this meeting are by default placed on mute mode to avoid any background noise disturbance and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. If I lose internet connectivity during the meeting, I request Mr. Nadir Godrej to chair the meeting till my connection is restored. I am informed that all the directors are attending this AGM from their respective locations through video conferencing. Mr. Adi Godrej, Mr. Jamshed Godrej, Mr. Nadir Godrej, and myself are joining from Mumbai. Ms. Tanya Dubash and Mr. Pirosha Godrej are joining from London and Italy, respectively. Ms. Irina Vittal has joined from Gurgaon. Dr. Omkar Goswami and Mr. Aman have joined from Delhi. Mr. Sumit Naring and Mr. Narendra Ambani are joining from New York. Ms. Pippa Ahmedeg has joined from Johannesburg, and Ms. Nidhi Nuwanelli has dialed in from Washington, D.C. The auditor's report on the financial statements of the company for the fiscal year ended March 31st, 2021, and the secretarial audit report do not have any qualifications, observations, or comments on financial transactions or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company. Accordingly, the reports are not required to be read out before the meeting as provided in the Companies Act 2013. So with your permission, I will continue with the proceedings of this meeting. As the notice of the AGM is already circulated to all the members, with your permission, I take the notice of the meeting as read. I now request Mr. Srinivasan, CFO and Company Secretary, to explain the process of voting on the resolutions at the meeting.
Thank you, Nisa. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Srinivasan, CFO and Company Secretary of GCPL, and I am joining this meeting from Mumbai. Your company has taken all the efforts to ensure that members are able to vote and attend the AGM electronically in a seamless manner. The company has engaged the Central Depository Services Limited, CDSL, for the facility of remote e-voting prior to the AGM and e-voting during this AGM on all the resolutions set forth in the notice. If the members face any technical issue, please call the helpline number of CDSL as mentioned in the notice of the AGM. The members who have not cast their vote on the resolutions by remote e-voting prior to the AGM are provided the facility to cast their votes through an e-voting system available on www.evotingindia.com during this AGM. The e-voting facility will remain open during the AGM and also for 15 minutes after the conclusion of the AGM to enable members to cast their vote. It will be disabled thereafter. The board has appointed Mr. Kalidas Vajpayee, practicing company secretary, to act as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the remote e-voting and the e-voting at the meeting and provide the consolidated results of voting. Since the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening this AGM have already been put to vote through remote e-voting and the facility for e-voting is also available at the AGM, proposing or seconding of the resolution is not required. I would also like to welcome the representatives of our statutory auditors, Mrs. BSR and Company LLP, the secretarial auditors, Mrs. A.N. Ramani and Company, and the cost auditors, Mrs. Nanabhoy and Company, who are attending this meeting through video conferencing. Now, I would like to brief you on a few guidelines to be followed for the question and answer session to take place later at the meeting. During the question and answer session, I will announce the name of registered speaker shareholders. The speaker shareholders will thereafter be unmuted by the host of the AGM and will be allowed to express their views, ask questions, etc. Each speaker will be given 2 to 3 minutes, and I request each speaker to adhere to the time limit, please. We also request that you keep the questions limited to the agenda items in the meeting and relating to the business of the company. The speaker shareholders are requested to switch on their video while speaking. If they are unable to join through video mode for any reason, they are advised to switch off the camera or video and speak using the audio mode. Speaker shareholders are also requested to minimize any background noise to ensure that they can be heard clearly. While speaking, we request the speakers to use microphone of their earphone so that they are clearly audible. If there is any connectivity problem at the speaker shareholders end, we will ask the next speaker shareholder to speak. Once connectivity gets restored, the previous speaker shareholder will be called upon to speak. Now I hand over the meeting back to the chairperson to proceed further with the conduct of the meeting. Nisa, over to you.
Thank you, Srini. Good afternoon, and thank you for being with us. Like I shared with you last year, Godrej was founded during a crisis as part of India's freedom and Swadeshi movement in 1897 and the bubonic plague that year. We first made soap in 1918 during the Spanish flu pandemic. So 2020, as we saw it, was our chance to create a second beginning for the next century of Godrej. Looking back, I really feel that despite, and maybe even because of, the many uncertainties that challenge us, we have seen some of the best of Godrej. We truly lived our purpose and did well while doing good. I typically start my reflections by sharing the bad news before moving on to the good. But we have all had enough of our share of bad news for the year, so let me start with the good news. Your company achieved a lot of what we set out to do and delivered a strong performance overall. Consolidated sales for fiscal year 2020 to 2021 increased by 11% and EBITDA by 14%. We had double-digit growth across categories in household insecticides, hygiene, and value for money products. From a geography perspective, India and Latin America had a strong year, and we are at the beginning of a strong turnaround of our performance in Africa. We doubled down on the resurgence of household insecticides, our largest and most critical category. Household insecticides delivered 15% growth globally, backed by strong innovation and full portfolios across formats and price points. In response to COVID-19, we introduced a range of hygiene products in record timelines. We developed full hygiene portfolios with multiple products across countries, resulting in hygiene growing by 24%. For me, it was personally very fulfilling to see my dream product and dream technology, our Magic Hand Wash, the first powder to liquid hand wash in the world, very sustainable and available at just 15 rupees, become our first global hygiene product. Another highlight was our new Saniter brand in Indonesia being scaled up to 150 crores in just a year. This is the fastest we have built a new brand to over 100 crores. This was our busiest year on new product development and digitization. We are creating new growth vectors for the future, refreshing how we go to market and embedding analytics for sharper decision making. The bad news. There is no shortage of bad news. The brutal impact of the second wave in India brought the pandemic much closer home. Godrej is only as healthy as the people in it. So as we make our way through this pandemic, it is critical for us to focus on how our people are doing and get them the help they need to take care both of their mental and physical health. On the business front, performance in Indonesia was disappointing. We saw a gradual recovery in the last quarter of the year. We will build on this to bring performance back on track through focused innovations and go-to-market efforts. Discretionary categories like air care were also negatively impacted in this past year. What do we need to do now as we look forward? Our purpose of bringing the goodness of health and beauty to consumers in emerging markets resonates more strongly than ever. We have the opportunity and responsibility to pivot our strategy of democratizing categories and make essential products more affordable and accessible. We have just entered the 125th year of Godrej. I hope that someday people will look back at this year as a turning point where we made our company stronger, better, and more purposeful. We have 6 priorities going forward. Number 1 is to combat the other major global health threat, insect-borne diseases. We are deeply committed to working towards a malaria-free world and are innovating for accessibly priced products that can be distributed far and wide. Consumer demand has shifted to health. Vigilance about mosquitoes and protection against diseases like malaria and dengue have gone up. We continue to pivot advertising towards disease prevention and have full portfolios in India and Indonesia. In India, we're driving premiumization with products like Goodnight Gold Flash, the most powerful liquid vaporizer in India with visible vapors, Goodnight Smart Spray, and a range of Goodnight Natural Neem products. In Indonesia, we launched Hit Expert Pyramida, 4-hour revolutionary paper-based mosquito repellent. We continue to build on strategic pivots, taking the category beyond mosquitoes and scaling up our personal repellent portfolio. Household insecticides in Africa is a significant opportunity for us. The response to our newly launched Goodnight Power Shots aerosol in Nigeria, a unique concentrated no-gas spray format for multi-insect solution, is encouraging. We will add a wider range of products going forward. Our number 2 priority is building hygiene as a big holistic category. GCPL started out in hygiene with soap, and COVID-19 has been a shot in the arm for consumer demand and new product development. Through the pandemic, the impact of hand washing on health has brought awareness around this category front and center. With brands like Godrej Protect and Saniter, we've now gone way beyond the soap bar. We launched over 10 new products across 5 categories in India. We scaled up Godrej Protect into an entire range of home and personal hygiene products and entered toilet cleaners with the launch of a new brand, Godrej Pro Clean. In Indonesia, we built our new Saniter brand as a range of hygiene essentials. In Chile, we launched a new range of sanitation products, and in Argentina, the USA, and Africa, we introduced new hygiene products. We are also pivoting existing categories and products for far more relevance. In air care, we introduced products with dual benefits of sanitation and air care. Similarly, in fabric care, we have products with combined liquid detergents with fabric sanitizers. We must invest. The third priority, which is very important to us, is invest in the longer term pivots on go-to-market and digital. We're leveraging data and technology, innovating for local contexts, and building more agility across multiple routes to markets. New models will be omni-channel, and we are building capabilities to serve this. The widespread acceleration in digital adoption has propelled our digital ambitions. In India, we have set up an independent e-commerce business unit with separate P&L responsibility. In Indonesia and the USA, our e-commerce businesses have grown significantly. Our Africa business is crafting an e-business function combining digital marketing and e-commerce. We are launching digital native brands and experimenting with premium niche categories that lean more towards more education and digital content. We recently hired an entrepreneur in residence to guide these forays. In India and Nigeria, we're scaling up D2C platforms. We're also investing in data-driven marketing for rich, actionable consumer insights, partnering on digital brand advocacy, and creating online brand communities. Our fourth priority, which is very important to us, is this continued turnaround of performance in Africa. We're deeply committed to building a very purposeful and successful company in Africa. Driving the turnaround in our performance there has been a big focus. We had a difficult first quarter, but I'm glad to see the recovery we made with 3 consecutive quarters of double-digit sales growth. As part of a revised strategy, we shifted to a centralized category management structure to deepen focus on core categories while allowing execution to be tailored locally. Other building blocks include a more comprehensive go-to-market approach and leverage shared services. Governance is critical. We have a strong framework to map this and ensure that we are building long-term sustainable ecosystems. Even as we drive strong momentum on our core categories, we've started building footholds beyond hair care. We cross-pollinated our Magic hand wash from India to South Africa, and in Nigeria, we entered household insecticides with Goodnight Power Shots. Our USA business has entered hair fashion with an exclusive Walmart launch of our darling brand from Africa. Living the Godrej way is our 5th most important priority. Serving our people and communities with love has been our most important priority. We made several efforts, ramped up safety, infrastructure, and policies, made our medical policies more comprehensive, extended medical support and insurance to our channel partners, supply and distribution networks, strengthened our mental wellness platforms, and experimented with new ways of remote working. While we add to this, the last few months have focused on helping our team members and their families, our business partners, and our communities get vaccinated. As a global conglomerate serving over 1 billion consumers, we continue to build diversity into our operations in different ways. Through businesses in new geographies, inclusive stances on gender and LGBTQ rights, and hiring from different backgrounds and skills. While we have made some progress, there is a lot more to do. We have the highest number of women board members of any listed company in India, and we have improved women representation in our company to 45.25%. But we are not at the equal representation we aim for. We're becoming more inclusive for our LGBT plus colleagues, but I would like us to make a more concentrated shift by translating our advocacy efforts into hiring. Our sixth priority is creating a greener and more equitable world. As the pandemic spread, we recognized the urgent need for philanthropic and corporate support to ensure immediate relief for our communities. So we pivoted our sustainability initiative, supporting a range of programs with governments and local municipal bodies, civil society organizations, and citizen initiatives to cover lakhs of the most vulnerable communities in our ecosystem. We diverted a significant amount of our CSR budget and initiated medium to long-term livelihood recovery programs to support nano entrepreneurs. As of March 2020, over 1,000 people received entitlements or have been able to re-establish businesses. Our team also aligned our key CSR programs in India to support the COVID-19 response. Our Embed program was active in 9 districts of Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, covering 824 villages. By the end of fiscal year 2021, 24% of the 824 villages were malaria-free. The 400 new villages where Embed has just started year 1 of the intervention to continue to report cases, and malaria-free outcomes will be observed in years 2 and 3. Enabling our team members, their families, our business partners, and community members across various geographies to get vaccinated as soon as possible has been a big focus for us. In India, for example, we're hosting vaccination camps across our country. At Godrej Industries, we have vaccinated over 65,000 people in our ecosystem through these camps. In addition, we have donated 100,000 vaccine doses to the BMC. These will be accessible to Mumbai citizens through free vaccine camps held at the Godrej Memorial Hospital. We also continue to procure and donate medical supplies to hospitals and health centers and donate sanitation products. Overall, our green manufacturing performance remained flat after fluctuating in the first half of the year due to lockdown measures and intermittent operations. We are 100% extended producer responsibility compliant. We now take back post-consumer plastic packaging waste equivalent to the plastic packaging we send out, making us plastic neutral. We completed life cycle assessments of 5 of our major products. Our team is working to fill the gaps in our value chain and make our products more environmentally sustainable. While we have a lot more progress to make, our performance in global sustainability indices has improved, returning to the leadership band with an A- in the CDP climate disclosure. We rank among the top 15% in our industry for excellence in sustainability as part of the Sustainability Yearbook 2021 by S&P Global CSA. This year, we have completed the first decade of our sustainability commitments for Godrej Good and Green. We have drawn from our reflections and learning to refresh our approach. Our goals for Vision 2025 focus on 4 key aspects. 1 is skills that empower, 2 is health and well-being that protects, 3 is influence sustainable consumption, and 4 is to be global leaders in sustainability. We have formed a board-level sustainability committee to oversee all ESG issues and initiatives. The committee met for the first time in May 2021 and will meet biannually to take forward our ESG agenda with greater focus. I want to share with you some changes to our board of director and leadership team. Earlier today, we announced that my father, Adi Godrej, will step down from our board of directors effective September 30th, 2021. On behalf of our team at GCPL and our board, I want to take this opportunity to thank him for his vision and guidance that has helped shape and transform our company. The values that he has taught us, combined with his disciplined, results-driven, and humble approach, will always be the core of our DNA. Our leadership team will continue to draw from this as we drive GCPL forward with a strong sense of purpose and ambition. I also want to thank our GCPL board member, Mr. Aman Mehta, for his partnership, leadership, and contributions over the last 15 years. Mr. Mehta's second term as an independent director ends on August 31st, 2021. We wish him all the very best. As we reimagine the future of our company and build towards the next phase of growth, I'm excited to welcome Sudhir Sitapati, who will join us as Managing Director and CEO on October 18, 2021. I will continue to serve our company as Executive Chairperson. Sudhir's significant leadership experience in building sustainable and profitable businesses aligns very strongly with our purpose at GCPL. He has a deep understanding of FMCG and love for consumers and brands. I also believe that his values-based leadership style will make him a great fit with the Godrej culture. Quarter one, I want to share the quarter one results. Today we announced the results of our performance for the first quarter of fiscal year 2021-22. We had a strong start to the year, delivering double-digit profitable sales growth. Consolidated sales grew by 24% and EBITDA grew by 29%. Our two-year CAGR on consolidated sales was 11% and EBITDA was 15%. We saw strong double-digit sales growth in the home care and personal care categories. Home care grew by 14% and personal care grew by 29%. The subcategories within home care and personal care saw broad-based growth. From a geography perspective, India grew at 19%. Africa, USA, and Middle East businesses continued its robust growth trajectory, growing at 59% and 60% in constant currency terms. Our Indonesian business grew in 1% in Indian rupees, while growth in constant currency terms remained flat. We remain confident of leveraging growth opportunities to drive sustainable, profitable sales growth across our portfolio in fiscal year 2022. On behalf of the GCPL Board and Management Committee, I want to say a big thank you to all our people. We greatly appreciate your grit, agility, and passion for Godrej and are so proud and humbled by the many examples that we see of this every day. To all our customers, business partners, shareholders, investors, and communities, our heartfelt thanks for your exceptional partnership and empathy through a year which I hope has brought us closer together. We will continue to count on your support as we build forward to emerge stronger together. Thank you. We now open the floor for questions from the shareholders present at the meeting. I request the company secretary to call out the names of those shareholders who have registered themselves to speak or ask questions pertaining to the performance of the company one by one.
Thank you, Nisa. We have received requests from 8 members to speak at the AGM. The questions and suggestions will be answered once all the registered speakers have completed. May I once again remind all speakers to restrict themselves to 2 to 3 minutes to allow all questions to be answered comprehensively and also to provide adequate time for everyone who wants to speak. Now I invite the first speaker, Dr. Arun Bopanna. Dr. Bopanna, you have been unmuted. You may please switch on your video camera and speak. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Dr. Bopanna.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks to Srinivasan Amruta for the seamless VC. My speech at GCPL is a tribute to Nadir in rhyme, respecting Nadir truly at the right time. Nadir, I hope you're there. You can see me. Yeah, thank you. Nadir, with your smile, in poetry I did walk many a mile. I miss the AGM at Godrej One Spaces and the wonderful Godrej faces. Tragedies never come at a convenient time. COVID took away many in the wrong time. In GCPL family, were any lives lost? If so, what was the compensation cost? And my questions in rhyme again. I expect the answers in Godrej Properties. I was discounted for the poetry. Whereas discounted my questions in poetry. We will have 65 crore young Indians. They are job-seeking Indians. They are potential customer Indians. GCPL plans for the young Indians. In 150 years, for the first time, urban development is for modern time, around people and not roads, all with new codes, with warehousing and logistic challenges. What are GCPL plans to face the challenges? With increasing raw material cost, what are GCPL plans to cut cost? With the area of product brands, can GCPL lead with Godrej brands? Is GCPL planning for online sales as the lockdown tipped the scales? Has rural demand increased more than urban? In this pandemic, what will be the future of rural and urban? Energy majors by 2035 set net carbon zero target. Will GCPL RE40 meet the target? When will we see the end of this strife to once again see the good old life? Lastly, the world is richer now, but heavily in debt. Hardly all our financial needs are met. I welcome abundance, but many of our needs are redundant. We may not immediately see a drastic change, but we can surely create hope for change. I hope this speech makes Nadir proud. Grateful to GCPL, I have been allowed. In conclusion, GCPL management is full of just. I wish GCPL all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bopana, for your poetic address. The next speaker is Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Mr. Gupta, you have been unmuted. You may please switch on your video camera and speak.
Yeah, good afternoon, respected chairperson, board of directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I am equity shareholder of Godrej Consumer Products Limited. After a long time attending this meeting from Calcutta, I am attending this meeting from Calcutta. I have a great respect and regards to our founder Adi Godrej, and I have a great respect to him. I had met him twice in Calcutta during the CII conference in Calcutta. And just now you have announced that he will step down from the board from on 30th September 2021. So I pray God for his healthy and prosperous, safe, long life, and convey our best wishes to him for his safe, long life. And I thanks to your company secretary and his team for support to us to join this meeting through VC. On our one request by mail, and he has helped us. And thanks to Amrita Pandey, who help us to join this meeting, who keep in touch with this is the culture of Tatas and Godrej, that they keep in touch with the investors after they got the mail from the investors about registration for a speaker. And I am very thankful to you for good return on our investment in your company. We have got being a small investor, we had got a good return on our investment. And thanks to Tanya Duvash, a director of our company, we meet her in Britannia and Escorts. She's in the board of Britannia and Escorts. And ma'am, what is your future outlook for consumer product business for next 2 to 3 years? The consumer product business are growing in the country, fast moving consumer business. So what is your view and future outlook for next 2 to 3 years about the consumer product business, and how you will face a competition in your business from Unilever, ITC, Patanjali and other companies? How you face this competition? A big competitions are coming. There is every day new company launch some products. How you face this competition? Your market cap is approximately near about 1 lakh crore rupees or 1,01,000 crore rupees. So how you will take this market capitalization to 2 lakh crore rupees? How you will take this company in the new heights under your leadership? Because Godrej ने भी सही किया, जैसे ओलंपिक में महिलाएं मेडल जीत रही है, वैसे गॉडरेज फैमिली ने भी महिलाओं को आगे करके अच्छा किया कि नेतृत्व तो महिलाओं के हाथ में दे दिया. तो इट्स ए गुड साइन. एंड मैम, what is your view on subsidiaries? Will you reduce some subsidiaries to merge with a parent company and mother company to reduce the expenses, paperwork and employee cost, and try to innovate some new products like as wristband for the children to save from mosquito in the night time. They can. China has launched some wristband. They are selling in the market, in the hypermarket, a type of watch. So you can also innovate some mosquito type band so children can use it. And sir, last but least, try to reward some, honor some Olympian females when they back to India and give appoint them your brand ambassador. Yours and sir, have you any plan to organize some plant visit? If I come to Mumbai or approach your company secretary, will you organize some plant visit to the shareholders? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. The next speaker is Mr. Shailesh Mahadevia. May I once again request all the speakers to restrict themselves to 2 to 3 minutes to allow everyone to be comprehensively answered. Thank you. Mr. Shailesh Mahadevia, you have been unmuted. Mr. Mahadevia?
Yeah, I am starting my video.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
Respected Mr. Adi Godrej, respected Nasaba Godrej, all the Godrej family members who are promoters, and all the independent directors present in the meeting. Well, I have been associated with Adi Godrej right from the first day IPO. So I have a long association which I will cherish for the rest of my life also. And sir, I wish you a very happy and prosperous and good health during the rest of the period. Well, Nasaba Godrej has covered most of the points on which I wanted to appreciate the work done by Godrej. So I don't want to repeat all those things, except by stating briefly regarding the excellent working, integrated report, now also sustainability report, and business representation and sustainability report, which is compulsory from next year. You have already presented it from this year. Well, the highest number of women employees, rapid digitalization, which our company has done, 10 new products across 5 categories. And the G Protect, which is the first international product of our company. And lastly, our CSR impact for 1 rupee spent, the impact is as high as 8.38. But 2 more things I would like to appreciate, which you have not included in your speech. One is that you have, Nasaba Godrej has been appointed as an independent director by Mahindra and Mahindra for the next 5 years. So my congratulations to her, and I am sure she will take her knowledge, experience, etc. with Mahindra and Mahindra. And I must thank the secretarial team headed by Srinivasan and Amrita Deshpande, which has enabled me to take part in this meeting. Now, some few questions with a view to increase my understanding. My first question is regarding our association with Walmart, which is the area we will be covering, and which are the products for which we are entering into this particular arrangement. My next question is regarding the stock options. To how many employees are we giving the stock options? Then the next question is regarding the patents, because after all, they are the most important thing, assets. So I would like to know how many patents have been granted and from which date we can start using it. Can it be from the date of application? And similarly, the registrations which we may have obtained, which will enable us to export our products in different countries of the world. And my next question is that during this COVID-19 situation, the disease is changing rapidly, and turn. What I would like to know is, since you are in touch with many countries around the world, can you give some idea about what is your projection of this particular disease and what preparations we are likely to make? One more thing is regarding the remark you made of plastic positive. What I would like to know is that are we using platina tubes, which are the first fully sustainable and completely recyclable tube, including shoulder and cap? This is the first one in the whole world, and it has been registered recently, and it is the development of SL Propec. So if you can throw some light on this, it will be of great use to us. And my last question is regarding our hair care business. We find from our reports that the hair care can be taken as a business in so many ways, and we find it very confusing. Some of the things we don't even understand. Particularly, for example, we are told that human hair feel leave categories. What are these categories? To whom are we offering? Similarly, wet air. We don't understand what is all this wet air and who are the consumers for this product. And my last query is that during the year, our turnover was slightly more than 50% from foreign countries and about 48 or 49% of our income from within the country. May I know, in view of the developments taking place, whether we are likely to have more and more turnover from within the country as compared with our turnover from foreign countries, although the turnover is likely to increase from both the places. With this, I wish our organization every success and prosperity, which is our way of life in any case. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mahadevia. The next speaker is Mr. Agarwal Saraf. Mr. Agarwal Saraf, has he joined?
Sir is not available in meeting.
The next speaker is Ms. Utokshi Patel. Ms. Patel, you have been unmuted. May you please switch on your video and speak.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mrs. Patel, you can continue. We can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not on the video. I'm only on the audio. Very good afternoon to all of you. Our respected Sir, Mr. Adi Godrej, our Madam Nisaba Godrej, Sir Nadir Godrej, Sir Jamshid Godrej, Tanya and Firozsha Godrej, the other ladies on the board and other directors on the board, our CFO, CFO and CS, Mr. Srinivasan, who combines two roles into one. Very good afternoon to all of you. First, it is very, very painful news that I received that our Sir Adi Godrej will step down on 30th September 21 this year. Very sad. Yeah, very, very long innings he had in this company. He has taken the company from to great heights. He has taken this company, and I feel very painful that he will not be there. Anyway, I wish him all the best, long, healthy, happy life. And you are the guiding star. You have steered the ship to a great height, and I'm sure your daughter will also take the company to a very great height. She has capability, and she will do that. I wish her all the very best, and to her also a very long, healthy life. So the results have, during the pandemic time, the COVID time, the results are though not excellent. They are good. They are better. Your market cap has grown up almost 1,715 crores. Revenue is up, PAT is up, Sir, but your cash and bank balance has come down. Working capital is also down a little. Though the first quarter results are also very good, I congratulate the company for that. And I understand from this, madam had made a speech, Nisaba madam, that 125 years of Godrej is an excellent, very good work done. Even in CSR activities, you have done very good. I just would like to ask a few questions. Madam, your Inacto, Millifiori and Darling products, if you can throw some light on it, except for few soaps, especially Synthol, none of the products are very easily available in the market, especially in our Bombay market. I would like to know the reason for it. If some attention and if some stress is given on this as to why the products are not easily available, Godrej products, it would be very helpful for our sales. The company has done very well in CSR activities, more than the stipulated amount, and very good other activities. Company has donated 33.90 crores. Godrej is, of course, famous for donations and charities, and this is the clear proof. It's an excellent FMCG product. Red Synthol has been excellent product. Even today, even after 50 years, I've been using this soap for 50 years, and it's an excellent soap, very good for skin and complexion. And I hope this soap continues with all its ingredients for years to come. The consolidated sales has increased to 11%. Hygiene has increased to 24%. Hand wash, and you have come out with the powder hand wash. That's also very excellent. It's a good, very good one. Madam, your blunt range of shampoos and conditioners are also not available in the Bombay market. Professional products are also not available. If you can please see that the products are easily available, I would be very grateful, especially your shampoos and conditioners. I'm longing for it. They are very good, but absolutely I'm not able to get any of your products, not able to reach out to any of your products. Anyway, I wish you all the best. You have done a very good job. And you will continue to do it. We have faith in you. We have confidence in you, and you will do a very good job. Sir Adi Godrej, it is very sad that this will be the last time we are seeing you and having you in this meeting. Sir, I again request you that please do something for our Godrej building. The name itself suggests it's a Godrej building, and you had once promised me, sir, that if Jamshed Godrej is not doing, I will see to it that I renovate your building. Sir, please keep it up to your promise. I request your daughter and son to please see that it is done. We are roofless. We have no roof on the head. People are asked to vacate, and we are given very, very small accommodation for vacating.
Mrs. Patel, can we please restrict the conversation to the subject of the meeting, please? We spoke on this yesterday also. We have already spoken for more than 5 minutes. Can we please move on if you are done with your questions on the agenda of the meeting?
Okay, sure. Just 2 minutes, sir, please. You have given enough time for the male speakers. If I can also speak for...
No, everyone, yours is the longest, madam, let me say, as of now. Please, if you can, please move to the questions that are relevant for the agenda. It will be grateful. I'll be grateful.
I would only like to know how can I get in touch with Sir Adi Godrej after this, or Madam Godrej? How do we Godrej tenants put up this for you, sir? That's all I would like to know. Please do let me know your email address or your contact number, whatever it is. We are facing terrible times ahead. Please help us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Hutokshi. The next speaker, we just got a message that Mr. Agarwal Saraf is online. Mr. Agarwal, you have been... Mr. Agarwal, have you joined?
Ram Swarup Agarwal. Hello. Yeah, Mr. Srinivasan.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. I was not unmuted earlier, so I need to request it. Thank you. Respected Chairperson, Board of Director, and the team Godrej. See, this is a COVID time. I would like to extend my condolence to all those who lost their life. It is whether shareholder or staff or the fellow human all over across the world. It is a very unfortunate COVID pandemic which is beyond our control. I wish good luck and all success to the newly coming joining MD. And unfortunately, Mr. Adi Godrej is leaving us, but I think he can always join our AGM as a shareholder. We welcome him, sir. With respect to Madam, my grievances regarding mismanagement on the shares department. I am permitted, Mr. Srinivas, I will speak on that. If you think it is not part of the agenda, I will not speak. My main grievance is that only.
May I, Mr. Agarwal, may I request you that you please connect with us separately? We will solve your problem on the share
I'm not able to hear,
certificates.
sir. I'm not able to hear. I'm not able to hear.
Can you hear me now?
My simple
Can you hear-
request, I want to
Can you hear me?
I want,
Mr. Agarwal, can you hear me?
Compliance officer email ID. Compliance secretary, company secretary email ID.
Yeah.
We'll have that shared with you.
We'll share the email ID with you. You can please
I'm
write
not
to us
able
on
to
that.
hear. Sorry, I'm not able to hear. Kindly share me the email ID. I'll raise my issue. I have raised so many mails, but nothing is responded by the company secretary. Somebody by any field job is responding who doesn't know the subject.
We will send you the email ID,
If I'm
Mr.
not
Agarwal.
permitted, I'll shut my mouth.
Yeah,
We'll
someone
send you
will
the
be in
email ID.
touch with you. Let's have the next question, Srini.
Thank you, madam. I hope my justice will be done based on the records.
Thank you.
Thank you. I look forward for the email ID and working contact details of the company secretary. Mr. Srinivas,
Yes,
I hope
we'll
you are
do.
hearing it.
We'll send you the email ID. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Agarwal. The
Email
next
ID
speaker
there,
is
but
Mr.
not reachable. You are not answering to email, so please send the contact details so that I can speak to you. Thank you.
Our team will get in touch with you, Mr. Agarwal. The next
Thank-
speaker is Mr. Dipankar Purkayastha. Mr. Purkayastha, are you online?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you have been unmuted. We can hear you. You may please switch on your video camera and speak. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, and thanks for the opportunity. I had sent in my queries by mail in advance, so I'll just quickly run through those queries. First is no dividend was declared for FY21, even though there were adequate profits during the year and adequate cash on the balance sheet. I have no problems if a company doesn't want to declare dividend, but at least the director's report should have a sentence or two stating the rationale for this. And we are now the only listed FMCG company in India which doesn't pay a dividend. Second question, in note 4 of your financial statements, there is an addition of 69 crores on account of leased buildings. What is this for? Question number 3, there is a 28% investment in the equity of Bhabani Blunt Hairdressing Private Limited, on which there has been impairments. What was the rationale for making this investment? What was the credit rating of these debentures when the company subscribed to them? And what is the credit rating of these debentures now? Also, what is the current status of the operations of Bhabani Blunt Hairdressing Private Limited? Is it still a going concern? Question number 4, you have made investments in the NCDs of various NBFCs. No details have been given, and given what has been happening in this space in India for the last 12 months, can you tell me the credit rating of these NCDs and what are the names of these NBFCs? My last question, which is the main question, before I take up that question, just to give you a brief background. Last year, there was an impairment of goodwill on account of Argentina of 30 crores and Africa, I think 40 crores. This year, there is an impairment of goodwill of 61 crores. Now, if I look at the margins on sales for the Indian and Indonesian businesses, these are around 27%, while that of Africa and others is 7% and 12%. Last year, it was 4% for others. If I look at return on gross assets, including goodwill and intangible assets, it's 43.5% for Indian business, 17.2% for the Indonesian business, 2.6% for the African business, and 7.8% for others. Now, if I exclude goodwill, because you have made substantial purchases for the acquisition of businesses in these geographies, the figures are still 42.5% for India, 34.6% for Indonesia, 10% for Africa, and 4.5% for others. In short, India and Indonesia are basically subsidizing Africa and places like Chile and Argentina. I doubt whether the businesses in Africa and other places are earning even their cost of capital, and would like to know whether any kind of analysis is conducted by the company to determine whether these businesses in Africa and others earn even their cost of capital. In this context, I welcome the joining of Mr. Sudhir Sitapati as the CEO of the company. He comes from Hindustan Unilever, which has a very disciplined approach to capital allocation. And I would just like him to examine critically, are we not spreading ourselves too thin with our limited bandwidth and our limited capital and management resources? Are we not spreading ourselves too thin by ranging from Chile and Argentina on one side of the globe and various countries in Africa on the other side of the globe? A few years back, Godrej had invested in the UK market, and that was a fiasco. We ultimately exited with substantial impairments and write-down. So I hope the board would give Mr. Sitapati the freedom to exercise his professional judgment to determine whether we are getting any return out of these investments in the foreseeable future. After all, we are a profit-making company and we exist to make profits, not to plant the Indian flag all over the globe or the Godrej flag all over the globe. Thank you for the opportunity and good day.
Thank you, Mr. Shaukar. Last speaker is Mr. Kirti Shah.
Sir, sir, she is not available in meeting.
Significant profits.
Yeah. Okay. Nisa, can you please start your responses to the queries raised by the shareholders?
Yeah, can I have you sent me the list of questions with the queries? Can I have that, please?
Yeah.
Someone was keeping the questions. Let me anyway start.
Yeah, it's sent. It's sent. It's sent.
I thank all the members and directors for attending this AGM. No, you want, sorry, this is the. We had what are GCPL's plans for young Indians, and we're an equal opportunity employer. We assess and hire the best among the applicants who apply for a job. So we hope to keep on creating employability. There was a question on warehouses. We have our warehouses closer to the market, and we also use technology to optimize the routes we serve. There was a question on raw material prices. We've been taking calibrated price increases, balancing demand, competitive intensity, and margins. There was a question on customer loyalty, and we focused on it by having good quality and value for money, and constantly advertising our products to bring in new users. There's a question on e-commerce sales. In India, it was about 5% of our overall India sales, and there's a very, very strong focus on it. There was a question on rural versus urban. In FY21, our rural growth was 2.3 times our urban growth. There was a question on clean and green energy and what were our plans on it. We've already replaced, we're already shifting towards clean and green energy sources. We've already replaced coal with renewable fuel. The major fuel we use now is natural gas, followed by biomass, and we're also buying solar-based electricity for our largest manufacturing facility in Madhya Pradesh. Overall, 30% of energy for our India operations is from renewable sources. There was a question on the future outlook of the company. It is difficult to give exact guidance on this, but we are very, very positive about GCPL's futures. We think both the categories and the markets we're in allows for a lot of penetration growth. There was a question on our association with Walmart. We're businesses with all modern trade cash and carry partners, and Walmart is one of them. There was a question, how many employees are eligible for stock options? This would be about 40 people. There was a question on patents. We've been granted 35 design and product patents. 15 patents are applied for. And so that's where we are as of this year. There was a question on COVID, what's happening with the COVID situation and how are we sort of tackling it. I think our biggest, our most sort of focused area is to get all our employees vaccinated. We're also, like I mentioned, giving, donating and getting people in our communities vaccinated. So this is a big focus area for us. There was a question on our hair care business and the terminology for Africa. We will have someone email you with an explanation of all those categories. Dry hair or hair fashion is the extensions that you put in your hair. Wet hair is anything like shampoos and conditioners. We will make sure in the next annual report to make that even clearer. There was a mention of products not available in the Mumbai market. Our products are available in all key retail outlets. Products like Professional and BBlunt are not as widely distributed as their premium, but they are available on e-commerce channels and in salons. There was a question on why there was no dividend declared. The board believes that given the uncertainties we've seen in COVID, we wanted to conserve cash and strengthen the balance sheet and prioritize repayment of our borrowings. And we also want adequate reserves to fund any interesting investment opportunities that come up at this time. There was a question on addition of 69 crores during the year on account of lease building. This is related to the renewal of leases of our office buildings in India and warehouse in the US. There was a question on Babani BBlunt hairdressing. The rationale of doing this was that GCPL is a market leader in mass hair coloring segment, and this investment was primarily to enter into premium hair color and premium hair care. The question on the debentures is that it's a compulsory convertible debenture and hence it's not mandatorily required to be rated. And the salon services business was impacted during COVID as most salons were either shut or operating below optimal capacity. It's still a going concern and the business expected to pick up normalcy post-COVID. There was a question on the credit rating of the NCDs of the NBFCs and what are the names. We invest only in AAA NBFCs like Bajaj Finance, HDFC Limited, LIC Housing, and Tata Capital Financial Services Limited. There was a question on capital allocation and the rates of return for the international businesses. There was also a comment on Sudhir joining us. Sudhir and looking into these businesses. Sudhir will most certainly look into these businesses. There was also a comment that Unilever is very disciplined on capital while we were spreading ourselves thin. I'm quite certain Unilever is in a lot more countries across the world than we are, including in every country that we operate in. We've been talking about the turnaround of the Africa business, and we are extremely focused on that. We do believe that the bets that we have taken in Africa will pay off really well for GCPL in the future. It's an emerging market economy. We see a lot of the strengths that we have in terms of low-cost supply chain, innovation in emerging markets, and sort of go-to-market strategies translating. So Sudhir will come and take a hard look at everything, but we do believe that Africa is well on its way to turn around and a strong future. There was a question on the UK business, which we've exited. I'd like to thank all the members and directors for attending this AGM through video conferencing. In case if any of the questions remain unanswered or the members were unable to speak due to any issue during the meeting, you may please communicate your questions to the company through email at investor.relations@godrejcp.com, which shall be answered suitably. The e-voting process will continue for the next 15 minutes and will be disabled thereafter. The voting result will be announced on or before August 6, 2021. It will be intimated to the stock exchanges and also uploaded on the company website. With your consent, I and the other board members would like to take your leave. I hope all our shareholders stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone can log off, please.
Thank you, Srini.
Thank you.